Good Thursday evening, July 10th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A reported sighting of wanted murder suspect Travis Decker in the Sawtooth National Forest of Idaho has come up empty. The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society announced today that their dog kennels have grown overcrowded. Friday marks the start of our longest heat wave so far this year. I'll let you know how hot coming up in your full local weather forecast. A Wanache man arrested back in April for imprisoning and beating his disabled spouse was sentenced yesterday to 10 years in prison. 43-year-old Christopher Donald Pettick pleaded guilty to charges of attempted first-degree assault, witness tampering, and court order violations. Pettick has been jailed since April 13th when Wenatchee police were summoned to his apartment complex on South Mission Street. Pettick punched and strangled his wife, who uses a wheelchair, over the course of 3 hours in their home. He was also accused of threatening her with death and cutting her with a handsaw. Pettick was initially charged with attempted murder and kidnapping, but last month his spouse withdrew many of her allegations and prosecutors agreed to a plea deal. Judge Travis Brandt approved the sentence in Chelan County Court and ordered Pettick to have no contact with his spouse until the year 2035. A reported sighting of wanted murder suspect Travis Decker in the Sawtooth National Forest of Idaho has come up empty. U.S. Marshals led a search into the woods and camping areas around Bear Creek after a family reported seeing a hiker there matching Decker's description on July 5th. The Marshals Service on Wednesday say they've contacted the man and verified it was a case of mistaken identity. Decker is a 32-year-old Army veteran from Wenatchee, believed to have killed his 3 young daughters over Memorial Day weekend at a remote campsite west of Leavenworth. Search efforts throughout the last month in the Wenatchee National Forest also found no trace of Decker. He's the subject of a reward offer ranging up to $20,000 for information leading to his arrest. 2 former owners in a Lake Chelan condominium association must pay nearly $59,000 in attorney fees after violating the association rules on short-term rentals. Robert and Amber Thompson owned 3 units at Spader Bay condominiums in Chelan and routinely rented them out to third parties through their own property manager. When the Spader Bay Association adopted new rules to govern short-term rentals in 2019, the Thompsons refused to comply and wouldn't pay the $25 nightly fees that the association charged. The association sued, and in 2022, Chelan County Judge Robert Jordan ordered their units foreclosed and ruled that the Thompsons owed about $58,800 in legal fees to the Condo board. The Thompsons appealed, but today the Washington Appellate Court upheld all aspects of Jordan's decision. Chelan County officials have commissioned Seattle-based research company Burke Consulting to conduct a comprehensive study on the local impacts of tourism. All Chelan County residents and business owners are encouraged to participate in the study by scanning the QR code visible on your screen. The company has been hired to develop a report on ways to enhance positive tourism impacts while reducing negative ones. The study will focus specifically on the impacts of tourism on local businesses, jobs, public services, and more. Burke Consulting has already held community meetings and stakeholder interviews to get an initial impact analysis. When we come back, search warrants served by Moses Lake Police as part of ongoing drug investigations yielded 2 arrests on Tuesday. A sewage spill into Moses Lake has authorities warning folks to stay out of the area and expect travel delays as Washington State Department of Transportation crews will begin repaving a section of U.S. Highway 2 near Coles Corner beginning on Monday. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Remember when you could afford to have fun on two wheels without breaking the bank? Maybe you started on a Honda Z50 or a Trail 70 or one of the most popular Hondas of all time, the Trail 90. Well, Honda and Doghouse Motorsports are making fun affordable again. Introducing the Honda Monkey, the Dax, and the new updated Trail 125, all featuring fuel-injected four-stroke engines with electric start. The best part of all, they are affordably priced under $5,000. Whether you're just getting started or you want to get back at it, Doghouse Motorsports has you covered.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Caught in a conflict? Family, workplace, neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society announced today that their dog kennels have grown overcrowded. With only a few kennels left unoccupied, Executive Director B.J. Anderson says the shelter's ability to respond to emergency intake situations is extremely limited. Community members are asked to help by either adopting a dog, signing up for fostering a dog, spreading the word about adoptable dogs online, or doing their part to locate a stray dog's owners before bringing the animal to the shelter. In hopes of increasing adoption rates, there will be a 50% discount on the adoption fee for all dogs over 50 pounds. We'll feature this week's most adoptable Humane Society animal later on in the newscast with our regular feature, Pause for Pets. Search warrants served by Moses Lake Police as part of ongoing drug investigations yielded 2 arrests on Tuesday. Moses Lake Police Captain Jeff Sursley says 55-year-old Sean McClanahan was arrested and found in possession of approximately 8 ounces of methamphetamine, small amounts of psilocybin mushrooms, LSD, and 5 firearms, one of which was reported stolen. McClanahan was released from custody while prosecutors look at possible federal charges. The same day, police say they arrested 42-year-old Gabriella Correa, who was allegedly found in possession of roughly 10 ounces of methamphetamine, more than 1 ounce of fentanyl powder, and 2 firearms. Correa was booked into the Spokane County Jail on suspicion of federal drug trafficking offenses. A sewage spill into Moses Lake has authorities warning folks to stay out of the area. The Grant County Health District says the issue affects the Pelican Horn area of the lake, including the water around Montlake Park. It started when a broken sewage line was discovered Monday night in the 1300 block of Lakeside Drive. Subsequent tests confirmed the presence of fecal coliforms in the nearby lake water. Those are bacteria that can cause digestive illness, ear infections, and skin irritation for people exposed to them. Residents are advised not to swim, fish, or otherwise have contact with water in the Pelican Horn stretch of Moses Lake. The wastewater line was shut off after the break was found, and the city says repairs are currently underway. Washington State Department of Transportation crews will begin repaving a section of U.S. Highway 2 near Coles Corner on Monday. The repavement project will span from west of the Coles Corner Junction to the Chewacum Creek Trailhead west of Leavenworth. Crews will work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Monday before switching to nighttime hours of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Travelers can expect to encounter single-lane closures and flaggers to control traffic. The repavement work is expected to conclude in October. Coming up next in tonight's Pause for Pets feature story, we will introduce you to Penny, a 9-month-old German Shepherd up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Our temperatures will jump back into the 90s tomorrow and stay there for at least the next 6 days. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features a 9-month-old German Shepherd mix. She's very social, loves walks, and is searching for her forever home. Meet Penny.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager. And today I want to introduce you to our bright little Penny. Penny is, we think, 9 or 10 months old, Shepherd mix with something. She came to us as a stray about a month ago. She's been with us for that long, which is shocking to me because she is just the sweetest girl. She loves people, so affectionate. Really wants to do whatever you want her to do. She is just a sponge, soaking it all up. She wants to learn. She's already learning so many things. She learned sit within a week, just a few training sessions with her, and she picked it right up. She's a really nice size, and I don't think she's gonna get much bigger. She's I've been calling her a pint-sized shepherd. I think she'd be great, like in an apartment, actually, you know, because she's really small, and she's just so full of love and fun. She's so playful. She loves her stuffed animals and her tennis balls. She brings them right back to us. Yeah, she loves her stuffed Kongs. Food is the way to her heart, and she will do any kind of training you want as long as there is hot dogs and cheese involved. Because she came to us as a stray, we don't know about cats. She has a couple dog friends here, but as usual, we always suggest that if you have a dog, you bring them to meet her also, because she can be a little selective. It's hard to say with dogs sometimes who they're gonna like and who they're not gonna like. She loves going for walks. Just really anything to do with a person, she is fully on board with. And I think she'd be a good little running buddy because she's so light and agile. She's got these long legs. I think she'd be a great runner. Yeah. And she loves the water. She has a little pool that she likes to dive into. She's just an all-round great little girl. We really love having her, but she really needs a home. So if you'd like to come meet our little Penny, we are open Thursday through Tuesday from 12:30 to 6, or you can make an appointment online to come and visit her on Wednesday. We would love to meet you.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast and hope you had a fantastic Thursday. Temperatures about where we should see them for this time of year out there today, but yeah, a little bit breezy once again. Not quite as bad as yesterday, but still a little breeze out there, and lots of blue sky around the Wenatchee Valley as we look at our beautiful valley from our tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. And moving forward, I've been talking about it all week. It's going to get hot out there, folks, as we get into Friday, 92 degrees, mid-90s for Saturday, upper 90s as we get into the end of the weekend on Sunday. And I think these 3 days are actually a little bit below where we're going to be. And look at that, 95 to 100 as we get into our next week. So we've got a pretty significant heat wave that will begin tomorrow. High temperature today, almost where we should be for this time of year, 86 degrees, 87 is our normal high temperature, and 105 our record for the second day in a row, set just last year in 2024. 66 this morning, 5 degrees above where we should be for our normal low of 61, and our record low temperature 49 degrees set in 1972. Sunrise 5:15 this morning and sets tonight just before 9 o'clock at 8:57. All right, Friday temperatures. Here's where we start to get warm. 93 Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. Wenatchee, we should see about 93 tomorrow, and then a lot of 92s on the map from Eniat, Chelan up into Omak. Also Cashmere, you will see around 92 tomorrow. Even a warm one up in Lake Wenatchee tomorrow with an expected high temperature of 88 degrees. As we get into tonight, clear skies out there. Once again, look at the size of this ridge of high pressure. It's bringing all that warmth up from the desert southwest. We'll see maybe some breezy conditions tonight with low temperatures dropping down into the mid-60s, so another mild one overnight. For your Friday, sunny, and this is where we start to get warmer. High temperatures on Friday afternoon with just maybe some high clouds during the day. Temperatures in the low 90s tomorrow afternoon, and it is just going up from there as we get you into the upcoming weekend. Nothing but sunshine on Saturday. It will warm up. Call it hot for Saturday afternoon with high temperatures in those mid-90s. And as we get into the end of the weekend on Sunday, even a little bit warmer. Might see a little bit of breezy conditions, though. Remember, it's our old scenario. High pressure to the west, low pressure to the east. Tightens up these pressure gradients, and we could see that Sunday. It's going to be windy and hot with high temperatures right around 100 degrees on Sunday. Still a little bit breezy right in central Washington as we kick off Monday. Lots of sunshine and still some very warm temperatures with highs Monday afternoon into the upper 90s. And on Tuesday and even into the mid part of the week, not much change. Sunny skies as this ridge redevelops over the Pacific Northwest. Lots of sunshine to kick off Tuesday. High temperatures still hot into those upper 90s. And at the end of our forecast on Wednesday, sunny and even a little bit hotter by midweek next week with high temperatures then right around 100 degrees. All right, your 7-day forecast, 64 overnight tonight. Nice day tomorrow, a little bit warm, 93 with sunshine, sunny and hot as we kick off our weekend on Saturday at 96 degrees. And then a couple of breezy days on Sunday and Monday, but not going to cool us down much. Near 100 Sunday, upper 90s on Monday. We'll stay in the upper 90s for Tuesday with sunny skies, and by Wednesday, hot, sunny with a high temperature then of 100 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to Blueberry Hills to experience some real treats. Take a look at our homemade cream pies, our amazing cheesecakes, and don't forget our famous banana pudding. Remember, we're more than just great treats. People come from all over the world to experience what has been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
The pitch by Busich. Wenatchee Apple Sox are back on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch as they take on the Nanaimo Night Owls Friday, July 18th. Coverage brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Your exclusive television home for Apple Sox baseball is the NCWLIFE channel.
What once was old now is new to the NCWLIFE channel. Tune in for Bonanza, Superman, The Andy Griffith Show, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Invisible Man, The Lone Ranger, and The Lucy Show. Check your program guide for classic programming on NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
Happy Thursday to you. Before we get to the Mariners and the Apple Sox, and not good news there. Not good news for fishermen because of the paltry returns of sockeye salmon and salmon overall in the Upper Columbia. The folks that were putting on the Wenatchee Salmon Derby, they'd hoped to run it this weekend, had to cancel it. Talked to Bobby Loomis about that, the CCA, and he says, yeah, the lack of fish, the lack of opportunity, it looks like Fish and Wildlife might shut it down completely. Just doesn't make sense, and that's really not a good look to have a salmon derby on top of fish that aren't showing up anyway. So they have canceled that for this year and hope to have it back next year. Well, Seattle spotted the Yankees 3 runs in the first inning and could never catch up, losing 9-6 last night. Logan Evans got the start for the Mariners and was roughed up for 6 runs on 9 hits and a couple home runs in the Yankee Stadium bandbox. The two teams combined for 6 home runs, including 4 by Seattle. It was the Yankees' 3rd win in a row.
Ground ball through for a base hit. Dominguez rounds third. He's coming home. Canzone flips it into second. It's an RBI single for Bellinger. It's a 14-game hitting streak for Bellinger. It's a 1-0 Yankee lead. Here's Stanton. Ripped into right field. It's a base hit. Canzone cuts the ball off. Scoring is Judge. Bellinger moves to third. RBI single for Stanton. 2-0 Yanks. Grounded. Young makes the throw to first. Scoring is Bellinger. An RBI for Chisholm. His 40th of the year. It's 3-0 Yanks.
This is out to right field. J.P. Crawford bangs it out of here. Number 7 this year for J.P. Crawford. He gets the Mariners on the board here in the 3rd.
High drive, center field. Rodriguez back. He's on the track. He's at the wall. See ya. Into Monument Park. A solo shot for Chisholm. 4-1 Yanks.
2 balls, no strikes. Here comes the 2-0. Swung on. That is lift off right field down the line. Is it going to stay fair? And it is gone. A long home run down the line for Jorge Polanco. He bashed it. It stays fair. It is gone, and the Mariners have their 2nd home run of the game. It's now 4-2. Yankees with the lead.
Drilled deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. A bullet home run by Chisholm. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 6-2.
Crack deep, opposite way. Arozarena back and gone. Randy Arozarena's 7th home run in his last 9 games. He just creeps it over the wall in right field. It's a 2-run game of the 6th inning.
A really good defender. Base hit. Dominguez's 3rd hit. Scoring as well. Peraza moves to 3rd. RBI single for Jason Dominguez, and it's 7-4 Yanks. Grounded, fair, inside 3rd and down the left field line. That'll go into the corner. 1-run scores. Dominguez motoring around 3rd. Here he comes. The throw is not made. It's a 2-run double for Judge.
In the air out to right field, and gone! His first big league home run comes inside Yankee Stadium. 2-run home run. Now, what a great feeling that is for the Mariners rookie second baseman.
Finally, he gets to hold on to that trident. Congratulations, kiddo.
Ball game. Strong inning for Devin Williams. Yankees win 9-6, their third in a row. 2 home runs for Chisholm. And the Slittler family is going to celebrate tonight. In his major league debut, Cam Slittler goes 5 1/3 and picks up the win.
Seattle's trying to salvage the final game of that series and avoid a sweep that's on right now on Root Sports Northwest. Well, Cleveland continued to give the Astros trouble in Houston as the Guardians won 4-2. Angels topped Texas 11-8. Atlanta rebounded for a 9-2 win over the Athletics. Seattle remains 6.5 games behind Houston in the American League West standings. The Wenatchee Apple Sox losing skid continued last night, falling to Kamloops 11-6. The streak has reached 8 games in a row after the Northpaws jumped out to a 9-0 lead through the first 5 innings. Kyle Punyanaban led the way for the Apple Sox, offensively going 3 for 4 with 2 RBI. Wenatchee's trying to avoid being swept at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium tonight at 6:35. Checking the West Coast League scoreboard from last night, Nanaimo edged Kelowna 3-1. Edmonton used a 3-run 8th inning to get by Bellingham 5-4. Victoria's Isaiah Afework hit not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs in the Harbor Cats' 9-4 win over Port Angeles. By the way, coming into the game last night, he had 0 home runs. So how about that? Corvallis has now won 10 in a row after a 9-1 win over Ridgefield. Carson Boyer was dominant for Bend, going 6 innings while striking out 7 in the Elks' 11-2 win over the Marion Berries. Jack Varney's 2-run double highlighted a 4-run 4th inning for Yakima Valley as the Pippins topped Springfield by a final of 4-3. Cowlitz scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th, with Braden Lundberg walking it off with an RBI single in the Bears' 6-5 win over Walla Walla. Well, Wenatchee's off to an 0-5 start in the second half of the West Coast League schedule and resides in the bottom of the North Division standings. Kamloops, on the other hand, is 5-0 and in first place. A game back is Victoria and Edmonton. Kelowna and Nanaimo are 2 games back. That's a look at sports news. By the way, we're going to join Jeremy Anders again tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley to talk more about the big weekend at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval. It's Thunder in the Valley coming up on Saturday. That's tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
The pitch by Busich. The Wenatchee Apple Sox are back on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch as they take on the Nanaimo Night Owls Friday, July 18th. Coverage is brought to you in part by Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tacos Chava, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor. Your exclusive television home for Apple Sox baseball, NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
What do you think of that?
Pretty big, I like it.
Watch for new episodes of the Northwest Outdoorsman on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. NBC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtime.